This is a realistic rocket with a steering system in Lego Fortnite. And in this video, I will show you how to make it. And also it can be made not to break upon landing. Don't miss important building secrets. And now it will crash into the brute. To prevent the rocket from falling, we first need to build a flat surface from the foundation under the construction site. Now place the foundation directly under the rocket. And on it, we will install an active platform, which we will fix with a foundation 5 and 1. The rocket body will be made from a granite foundation 12 studs high. We will simply create a circle from it as I show it to you. The next important step is to subscribe to my channel, so you won't miss out on the new models and amazing designs. For instance, I've already demonstrated how to build a tank, an airplane, a helicopter, and much more. We will make 4 more such circles. Next, we will create a place for securing the main engines on the lower levels. I have chosen small foundation blocks and symmetrically placed them to provide as much space as possible and the opportunity to escape. If you are building in a survival mode, you can break the granite foundation wall to get out of the rocket and put it back in place. Install the main engines. I am installing large ones, but it would be better to replace them with 4 smaller ones. Then the thrust will be greater. We will make another such section with engines. Now we will place small foundation blocks on all 4 sides. Each block needs to be magnetized to the corresponding high foundation on the 5 level. On top of the small foundation blocks, with a 1 stud recess from the edge, we will place more of the same blocks. We will destroy the lower squares. In the center, we need to place an 888 studs foundation block. Now we will make 3 more circles. We will destroy 3 blocks of the high foundation in the middle of each side like this. On top of the rocket, we will make a cone from Castle Corner. We will make circles. The radius of each subsequent circle will be 1 stud smaller. The principle of creating circles is quite simple and understandable. The cone we create serves only a decorative function. You can make the top of the rocket any way you want and from any material. For example, you can create a viewing platform, but it will no longer resemble a rocket, and due to the lack of vertical ladders, it would be inconvenient for survival mode. And with a different construction, you will have to install a different number of balloons in the next stages of construction to compensate for the weight. At this stage, we will need a small passage on top of the rocket, so we won't finish the cone yet. After installing the platforms inside the rocket, we will finish it completely. We will make a platform for installing balloons. For this, we will use 4 any floors of size 12 on 2 studs and 1 pole of size 12 on 12 studs. Moving to installing balloons. A total of 48 pieces fit on the platform for me. If you manage to install fewer or more, it's not a problem. Just place the missing balloons later, or don't place the excess balloons in the next round. We will make another platform with small balloons and place 48 of them on it. This will give the rocket the ability to make a smooth landing and not break at landing. We will make another place and put a total of 8 of them. In the end, a total of 108 balloons were installed. This will be enough to compensate for the weight of the rocket. Now we can finish the upper cone of the rocket. We will place blocks of foundation 8 studs high on all 4 sides, which will later be installed stabilizers. Stabilizers will be made from ancient railing. We will place them in the attachment to the body in the middle of each of the 4 sides. Large wheels will be installed for shock absorption. They will also help the rocket not to break at landing. We will add a foundation so that the entire rocket is above a flat surface. Now we move on to one of the most important parts of our rocket, the steering system. Therefore, everything needs to be done exactly as I show. Rustic railing corner will be installed with a 2 studs offset from each corner of the small square foundation. Thanks to its width of 1.5 studs, this fence will be able to fix but not squeeze the blocks with independent engines that we will install later. Making the second tier. In the center with a 1 stud offset from the edge, we will also place rustic railing corner like this. Inside the resulting square, we will place 2 small foundations. Now we need to level the surface from each side. To do this, we will fill in the depression with a fence of 1 stud thickness. Place connections from small wooden foundations on all sides strictly as I show. To the connections, we will attach a construction from 3 small square granite foundations placed one on top of the other. They will become independent structures. On each independent structure, we will install 4 small engines, 2 of them from below and 2 of them from above. We will destroy the upper connection from the wooden foundation, after which the independent structure with small engines will separate from the rocket and allow us to activate them separately from the main engines. This will allow us to control the rocket and move in different directions. We will repeat these steps with the remaining independent structures. If the structure does not fall into place when dropped, it means the recess is removed incorrectly and the 1 stud fence needs to be reinstalled. Now the block with engines is in place. We need to install activators for each independent block, after which we will close the holes in the walls with high foundation blocks, leaving only 1 passage in the center of each side. We will reduce the passage with a small foundation. Install activators for the main engines. For convenience, I place them on each side, but you can install only 1. As we can see, structures with rotating engines work stably independently of each other and the main engines. If we had made 6 engines on each independent platform or placed them differently, they could simply fly out of the body. If you are building in survival mode, you will need a ladder to reach the entrance to the rocket. And although it would be necessary for the entire construction process, the ladder to enter the ship should be built so that it does not touch the rocket stabilizer during takeoff. Therefore, to get inside, we will have to jump. And before the entrance to the rocket, we can make a shelf to make it more convenient. All that remains is to separate the rocket from the foundation. For this, we will destroy the wooden foundation blocks under it. To make the rocket take off faster and higher, we can install additional engines here under the rocket. Now the rocket is ready for flight. To steering the rocket, activate the levers on the correct side.
Thank you for watching this video to the end. I would appreciate your likes and subscriptions. See you in the next videos.